Hey you guys, what's up? It is SuperKamiGuru9000. I'm Christian, that's Corey, and together we are going to review Naruto 608. So pretty much what ends up happening in the beginning of this chapter is Obito is throwing a shit ton of shuriken at Kakashi. Kakashi goes with the tried and true dog wall or earth mud wall. Ugga wall. I don't know, all you UGA fans out there may get that. And it does stop the shuriken, but Obito just passes right through and then gives Kakashi a shuriken to the knee. I want to say that joke, Corey.
No!
After giving Kakashi a shuriken to the knee, Obito ends up warping him to his dimension. And, oh shit, this might be a big deal. But, oh yeah, Kakashi has Obito's other eye and comes back. And that's pretty much the start of the chapter.
So after Kakashi and Obito are fighting, we go back to Naruto and his group. And he's still fighting against this giant Gonzo wood dragon. And this thing is just tearing him apart. And it makes a lot of sense. They've talked about in the past that 2x4 beats Fox, so that makes perfect sense here. And he's losing really, really bad. And then we go back to Kakashi and Obito, and Kakashi asks the most redundant question that we've heard, and we've been going over this for like the past 2 months. He asks Obito, is this related to Rin? And you can almost see the annoyance in Obito's eyes. He immediately starts to run towards Kakashi, getting ready to attack him again. He takes out another one of his giant shuriken, stabs Kakashi right in the shoulder with it, and you think maybe that's done. No, he takes another 2 shuriken, and he does this badass move where he gives Kakashi this epic Luffy scar and just goes, bah! And there's blood all over the...
Okay, while all this fighting is going on, especially when Kakashi was in Obito's other dimension, we also see a lot of flashbacks about Obito calling all shinobis trash. And everyone that's living in this real world trash, everyone's going to let you down. Kind of just heavy symbolism for Obito's reasoning for the Moon Eye plan.
So we've already had Kakashi, Obito, we got Naruto and Killer Bee, but you know what, we need a little bit of Madara here, and he finally makes his way in, and he looks as smug as possible. He's like, awesome, I get to finally appear in this chapter. And he gets to show off a little bit more, and it's not enough that we have a giant Ten-Tails monster in the background, a giant Ox Octopus, an enormous giant Fox Chakra monster. Now we need a fucking Susanoo to be added in. And he immediately goes on the offensive with his Susanoo, attacks Killer Bee and Guy at the same time. Let's cut it there. While this is going on, Obito's getting ready to perform the coup de grace on Kakashi. And before both of these guys can land their final blow, Naruto creates another clone. One of them goes over to Killer Bee, one of them goes over to Kakashi, and he saves him. Naruto catches the giant shuriken, Naruto catches the giant blade from the Susanoo, and he's able to counterattack.
So after Naruto was able to save both groups of people, he does his standard hero speech, and all the good guys get their shit together. And because everyone was so inspired by that, we see Guy do his daytime tiger technique, which is really awesome. I mean, it just shows the size of this attack. I mean, it just swallows up Madara's Susanoo, no problem. And then we also see Kakashi do a Raikiri to Obito's... We also see Kakashi do a Raikiri to Obito's Sharingan. But we also see Obito get Raikiri'd. Lastly, we see Kakashi get inspired and end up saving Naruto by stopping Obito's Shuriken. My fellow Americans. Anyway, so yeah, after saving Naruto, everyone's pretty much standing there united, and they're like, we're going to kick your guys' ass now. Naruto slapped some sense into me. I'm not going to sit here and get attacked. Guy's probably about to die. Technically, he should have died a long time ago after using all these moves. Should he even have the ability to open the gates anymore?
No, I don't think he should, but you know what? This is a battle manga. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Okay, so what did SuperKamiGuru9000 think of Naruto 608? Absolutely solid battle chapter. It's everything we were expecting to see. Everyone's using their most powerful attacks. Guys pulling it out of nowhere. Daytime Tiger. Awesome attack. Kakashi is just getting his ass kicked. I mean, he was almost dead before after using Raikiri and his, other dimension eye technique. I mean, after all that shit, he should be out of chakra and getting all these attacks done to him. But of course, he's about to, pull it out of his ass and start fighting in the next chapter. It's going to be really good. Naruto is still a complete badass. I don't think he ever is going to run out of chakra. I mean, technically, he should be able to. The one thing is B doesn't do shit except get caught up in shit. And if he can change back to his human form and he's like wrapped up in trees, why doesn't he just change back, drop out of the trees, and then change back? I don't know. Sorry for getting all judgmental. I just think that the good guys aren't really doing much. This is kind of the good guys getting their ass kicked chapter until the very end. But that's the way it goes in battle manga. The good guys got to get beat down real low, and then they come back stronger. That's, they're the Saiyans.
I agree with you in saying this was a pretty good action chapter. It had a lot of the stuff that we really like in Naruto. It's great to see that Obito is finally on the offensive for once, instead of just constantly teleporting all over the place. And he is teleporting as well. But I do like the way he's actually fighting with like all those big shuriken and everything, and I love that move he did against Kakashi, which of course is bittersweet for me because Kakashi's my favorite character and everything. But you got to admit that X attack he did, we've seen that in a bunch of different anime before, but it always looks really really cool. The Susanoo coming onto the battlefield, I just think is kind of ridiculous and crazy, especially because I said there's all that other stuff that's going on in the background. And the whole thing with Killer B not being able to do too much in this chapter, that kind of pisses me off just a tad bit. And that's just because Killer B is just such a solidly awesome character. And, you stated, why doesn't he just transform back into a human? And maybe it has something to do with the fact that the dragon is sucking up their chakra and everything, but I'm not quite sure how that works. They're not really explaining that too much. Exactly. Yeah. I'm making excuses for stuff. But Naruto, again, I like Naruto. I think he's a cool character. Unfortunately, he's just been kind of one note lately, and we were joking actually before we even did this review. Wouldn't it be funny if we found like every single moment where Naruto's like, I'm going to be Hokage, or I'm going to pump everybody up, and I'm going to save the day. I'd love to see that compilation, because there'd be so many of them, and that happened a lot in this chapter. But the chapter itself was not perfect, because there were a lot of unneeded flashbacks, in particular on Kakashi's part. There were a lot of moments where he was thinking about the past of stuff that we literally just got done reading. And it's like, okay, we get it. Maybe in the anime you can spread things out a little bit more with some flashbacks. But this is the manga. Can you please give us a little bit more new material? Like you were saying earlier, Kakashi's kind of beating himself up a lot. Kakashi, get over your shit, alright? You're one of the most powerful ninja in the series. You've been influenced by some of the most incredible characters in the series. Get over it at this point. And, it amazes me that it takes another Naruto speech to get these guys going. One.
Yeah.
But still, things are finally starting to move in a good direction. Guy's attack was awesome. He should technically not be able to do anything after this, but, it's a battle manga, so anything can happen. Hell, Kakashi's used his Kamui technique and his Raikiri so many times at this point you'd think he'd already be dead. This isn't even counting before when they were fighting against all the other guys, so, this is pretty insane right here, but it's only going to get crazier from here. My only biggest question is, where the fuck is the Ten Tails?
Yeah, they don't even cut away to the Ghetto Mazo. Like,
that thing has got to be, like, in the background, just like freaking out.
Spouting out.
Yeah, but no, nobody's even reacting to that fucker right now. And, it's understandable when you have all these giant monsters on the battlefield. This is a freaking Godzilla battle right here. So, all in all, like we said, it's a pretty good action chapter, pretty good artwork. But there were a few flashbacks and some unneeded things that had to be said that there was a lot of redundancies and a lot of things that's just like, well, duh, no fucking shit. We already know this. So it was okay. So we're going to drop a 7.5 on this one. It was still an entertaining read. It had some pretty cool action. I'm sure it'll work a little bit better when they get to the anime version of it, but still some unneeded flashbacks.
I'm hoping that next week is going to bring us just, everyone is going to be ready to fight. Because Kakashi was not ready to fight this chapter, and that's what I really want to see. I want to see Kakashi ready to fight, and that's going to be confidence. The will of fire. Come on, bitches. Anyway, you guys, so until next time, also, whoa, before I go, I always forget to do this. If you enjoyed the video, make sure and give us a thumbs up. Always appreciated. And until next time, SuperKamiGuru9000, out.